Not actually, yeah.
He just likes saying the word, which makes perfect sense for him.
Deadpool chimichangas,
Yeah, chimichangas are okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to From One Side to the Other. I am Kristoff N. Chester. Once again, the Mexican who's off camera. You okay over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's okay.
Hi.
And he actually got here on time.
For once.
You know, the irony is that it's the bishop who was almost not able to make it tonight.
Yeah, we can't have a show without him, so he's going to have to teach one of us how to do things.
Literally, actually. But hey, you actually survived those West Virginians, so there you go. Hi, Sean. Hi, Mom. So,
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, peoples.
So before we begin, couple announcements. Poor bishop.
Okay, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. I'm like...
Even that?
Eh.
Yeah. It's been a rough day for him, so be patient with him, folks. Be nice. Oh, you know, we shouldn't have said that with Don's in the chat. You know he's just going to absolutely resident Lord of Chaos this. Hi, Connie!
Hey, Connie.
But before we start, boy howdy, the last few episodes with the opening monologues are going to be hard to follow, huh? But, actually, no. I have good news. For once, we're not going to be talking about, you know, self-deletion or any of that crap. We actually have good news! You know, it's funny, everyone always complains about how I'm the boundless optimist, and literally everyone I know around me is a pessimist. Yet I'm the one who's always talking about... Anyway, I like how it literally bounced off of him.
I was
Or
trying
even
to,
hit me.
I was trying to show Jesus that we got a new one out of the claw machine today.
Yeah.
Well, Christmas.
I'm pretty good at winning those claw machines, actually. The key is patience. You have to be willing to try it, truth be told, a good dozen times, honestly. But anyway.
You're the only person I've ever known who can win those things, and you just go to a claw machine and try it twice and you get something.
Well, see, here's the thing, real quick. Claw machines are kind of like slot machines. They are sincerely on a timer that every so many uses, they actually will close the claw.
Huh.
Do you mind?
I do, actually.
Well, so do I. Anyway, so it's literally the key to winning any claw machine is literally just patience and the actual dollar bills to... Yeah, it's going to take about a dozen times.
Or having the key to open up the case and just take whatever the fuck you want.
That's steep.
That's borrowing without permission.
That's just steep.
I love how everybody's just saying hi to each other. And yes, tomorrow is my birthday. Turning 36 years old.
Happy birthday.
But,
Man.
yeah, I'm the oldest one here, actually. Anyway.
You sure you're okay, Grandpa? Do we need to lay you down for your nap?
Hey, he's the one having nap problems right now, okay? Anyway. Hello, Mr. Bishop. No, before we get started, I wanted to make a little announcement. We have broken, and I mean broken, 800 subscribers, so we're celebrating that tonight.
Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna... No, dude, I can see it. It's gonna it's a bold prediction, but I think, genuinely, we could possibly meet the requirements for monetization at the end of the year.
Yeah,
It's a bit...
I'm gonna have to change my language and whatnot.
Oh, no. Let me
yeah.
explain. If this channel gets monetized, one, I will eat my hat. I will take a physical bite out of this hat if I get monetized. And two, if we did get monetized, I bet you it would take 3 weeks before they were like, yeah, we're going to revoke that shit real fast.
What did he say on camera?
Oh my...
Remove the big one. Which one?
We're both fat as fuck.
You throw me out.
You are not the big one.
You're the skinny one.
You are.
I guess.
There's no guesswork to it. But anyway, and we're going to be talking tonight about some weird food and the weird history of food. But we also have these... So for my birthday, my dear family sent me a... What do they call it? A liquid spice rack? It was like a booster pack of hot sauces. A random assortment of hot sauces. Oh my goodness, look at that. He's learning how to use tools.
What, you?
Now we're all doomed.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so we're going to be trying out some of those, and then we're going to get into talking about food and stuff. So, real quick. Oh, thank you, Mom. Mr. Bishop is like, you're still young. Yeah, he says that because if I'm old, what does it mean about him?
He's wise and powerful.
Yes.
He's just letting us live in his world.
I'm almost 36.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
You know what's funny?
He has...
I forgot how old I am. I know I'm in my early 30s. That's about it. I stopped caring after I turned 21.
You're like 32.
My fun side note, real quick, about the number 36. My mother is the only woman in the universe who turned 36 4 times.
I think that's
4
every
years.
woman on the planet.
Mm-hmm. 4 years in a row, she turned 36 on her birthday. Don't know how she pulled it off, but remember, it was 36. I would ask her every year about that, and she'd say she was 36. Oh, Mr. Bishop's just dying laughing over here. But anyway, we're going to be trying out some of these hot sauces before we get into the actual talking. Mr. Bishop, you're not Mr. Bishop, you're just the Bishop.
The Bishop.
You ready to go?
Boogie Bump.
Y'all know I hate Fortnite. Why do you keep doing this to me?
Because you
Because...
you love Fortnite so much, so we always give you Fortnite stuff.
And also because you have no reason to hate Fortnite. Plus, also, I have seen you sit on my couch literally playing Raid Shadow Legends. You don't get to talk trash about a bad, garbage game, okay?
I get to talk whatever the fuck I want. I'm fucking Jesus.
I didn't know you were in a relationship. That's very awkward.
I am fucking Jesus. I am the Jesus.
You heard him, right? He said he was having fornications with Jesus.
I will stab you.
I'm so proud of you for coming out.
Jesus.
But anyway.
I will stab you.
Okay, so.
He is the one with the knife.
Yeah. You want to address that?
He's just cleaning his nails.
No? No?
No, I got a new knife today.
And you invited him into our desert.
I was asleep.
Technically speaking, me and you became friends first. So, technically, you invited me.
It's true. They knew each other before I knew.
Well, heck, him and frickin' the kobold knew each other even longer than that.
Yeah.
So, it's not my fault. It's Scraps. Anyway, though.
Blame the guy who's not here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So mature.
For whatever needs to be blamed about right now.
And you're 36 at your age.
Yeah, old man.
We're the same age.
No, you're like 2 months older than me.
Oh, that's the spirit of Halloween. He's staying up here with us while those stores are closed down. Anyway, though, so we have each chosen a hot sauce from the random booster pack, and I think it's kind of funny. We actually chose a 1 flame, a 3 flame, and because he secretly hates us and wants us to die, Jesus
Well, except for the bishop.
reached out and just picked a 5 flame hot sauce. You know, I wanted this to be a celebration, you know. My birthday's coming up tomorrow, and we broke 800 subscribers. And then this guy just jumps over and is trying to kill me.
Everyone likes to see you in pain.
I know, that's the sad part. My adoring fans who love to see me writhe in pain. I just hope it doesn't make me...
Well, everyone except for your mom. But...
Yeah.
See, the one that I picked because I thought it would be actually good and delicious
Tasty.
and the best.
See, I think this pizza one's going to be surprising and actually is going to be good.
Hey, Kristoff went for the one that seems like the most disgusting.
Yeah.
And Jesus seems to have gone for the one that would cause the most pain. I just picked one that I thought would be good.
I went with what should be familiar. Ghost pepper is familiar to me. So.
Unfortunately, but we're going to start off with the weakest one first, so we're going to try this pizza hot sauce.
The one I really wanted was the Japanese barbecue one, but that's not a hot sauce.
Why didn't you pick it?
Because it's not a hot sauce.
Was it in that box?
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick it?
It's a hot sauce.
sauce.
You know, maybe since it's our good friend's birthday, maybe we'll try that one too.
Oh dear.
Want to do that one?
I nominate, yeah.
Oh!
Alright, I'm just going to say it, this pizza
Can
hot
you smell
sauce.
it from there?
That's okay. I made it on time today.
He did. He actually showed up like 10 minutes before the show. And I woke up 20 minutes before the show. I had a nice nap that apparently...
It smells like rotten pizza sauce.
See, it smells like tomato.
See, I'm not gonna lie. This just sounds gross to me. A hot sauce for a pizza? I've told Kristoff, like, ugh. But
Well, let's get it out of the way then. Okay?
I could be wrong.
We even got pizza here. We have bread. So
Where's this pizza from?
this is Little Caesars.
This is Little Caesars.
Should be disappointing.
Oh my lack of a god.
Okay, man. On Monday, I was up at Castle Rock.
Oh dear. Here you go. Pour yourself some onto a piece of bread or...
Melinda's Pizza Hot Sauce, crushed red pepper sauce, 2 fluid ounces. Set your mouth on flavor.
Yeah. You give me a slice of pizza. They're using here. And me and my buddy came across a very rare sight. An actual sit-in Pizza Hut that still had the Pizza Hut buffet.
I've not had one of those since.
Donson? No.
I actually remember the last time I was a set-in Pizza Hut buffet. It was 2017. I was in Lamar, Colorado, which is out east by
Donson?
Kansas.
No,
Yes,
absolutely not.
But you have to be here for it.
He wants us to do 800 hot sauces, one for each subscriber. First of all, we're actually at 810. And second of all, are we ready, boys?
And that just squirts out.
It does.
See, I had a hard time getting it to come out at first.
Mine's actually kind of runny. You may have got like...
Here you go. Actually, let me put a little more on. There we go. It's also, I noticed mine wasn't as dark as you guys. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't shake it up enough. Anyway, though, are we ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
It's sour. Ew.
It's disappointment.
That is sour.
How to eat those? To take the nasty flavor out of your mouth and replace it with something delicious.
Okay, so I got no heat from that at all.
Oh, absolutely no heat. I just got vinegar.
Yeah, it was just like pouring some vinegar on. You all right?
Yeah, no, I feel to be fair, we shouldn't muddy down that disgusting pizza with what might be a good hot sauce. So let's.
Hey,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I went to an actual Pizza Hut where you can actually go in, like back in the day, sit at a booth. No, you're good.
I'll take that one. I'll try it with you, buddy.
See, I want to try it
Well, see, it's
without the flavor just to see.
it's called a
sit at
pizza
booth,
sauce.
And then there being like an actual Pizza Hut buffet from Pizza Hut, which was fucking great. The only thing that was missing was the red cups.
Well, then why bother?
It reminded me of my childhood. When I
Really?
was actually happy.
Okay, I don't believe, 1, that you were ever a child, and 2, that you were ever happy.
I was a child at one point. I was a small wee lad.
One more try?
About meow big.
3, 2.
It's not spicy. I just want to actually give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
It doesn't deserve a fair shot.
It's just vinegar.
It's nothing but vinegar.
I nominate that we throw it into the desert.
I don't think it's that bad. But, no.
Mostly just because the container is plastic, and I know if we throw it into the desert, nothing's going to shatter and break.
Yeah, no, it's just vinegar. I can't even say it has any distinctness to it. It's literally just... It tastes like vinegar.
There might be something there.
Oh, Donson's asking the real questions. Was there an arcade?
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember. I was just too happy with the pizza and the food. My buddy was more surprised I was actually eating, going back for like seconds and whatnot, because I'm not a big fan of pizza.
See, my sister was saying that she puts hot sauce on pizza all the time.
Yes, when it's
And,
good hot sauce.
And there was someone, where was it? Someone mentioned putting sriracha on their pizzas. Who was that? Was that
There are
Tara?
certain people who will put sriracha on anything and everything, and it's like...
I
Hey,
literally
man,
don't see
I'm
that
a
comment
believer
anymore.
that
Where did it
the
go?
best pizza ever made was pineapple.
See, I like pineapple pizza.
It is the
Get
best.
this one started.
It is the best pizza ever made.
I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to ruin our celebration with a rant yet.
I'm a good fan of a good pepperoni mushroom pizza.
Those are actually pretty good too.
See, I like sausage on my pizza.
Put some bell pepper on them.
See, I pretty much like anything and everything on pizza except
Olives.
olives,
Yeah,
which I can't eat.
I don't like olives. Period.
And
Oh, Donson. That was Donson saying he has a friend at Tulane that puts sriracha on his pizza.
and anchovies. I love sardines.
All right. This next one is habanero.
No, I don't like sardines either.
Nah.
I think it's just the flavor.
All right. So this is habanero honey mustard.
Yeah, anchovies on pizza? No, it's just like salt and fish. And, ew. And this one's mine.
This is the Bishop's. And this is a 3 flame.
After tasting that last one, something tells me this one's not going to be that grand.
That actually smells like honey.
Alright,
I
we
have to give it credit.
habanero honey mustard, 3 out of 5 flame, pepper sauce, and condiment.
What's the first ingredient? After you smell it, of course.
Allergy information. Ingredient: habanero pepper, mash, water, habanero pepper, white vinegar, honey, white onion. It's so hard to read.
So
Mustard,
everyone,
mustard, flour, sugar, salt, turmeric. Sorry.
everyone's just naming off things they like to put on pizza. My dad is saying all kinds of meat and mushrooms.
Yes.
My dear niece Abby, who is finally recovering from a really bad fever, by the way. Get well soon, Abby. We love you.
Abby.
She demands that her pizzas have ranch put on them, ranch dressing.
I don't know
You know, to be honest, I've had that. That is not bad.
in all honesty, leftover pizza is the best pizza though.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Now, I actually kind of like honey mustard. But I don't think I've ever had anything on other than chicken, so...
See, I'm actually a fan of honey mustard. I do enjoy honey mustard.
Donson, we're gonna be trying out. We're gonna get to all the sauces in that pack eventually. I mean, every week we're gonna be trying some of them out. So, are we ready, gentlemen?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
That's a honey mustard.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's spice. Okay, this has spice.
Woo!
Oh, the beeping or smoke alarm.
We have a
needs
smoke alarm that's malfunctioning.
We have a 9-volt. We just can't freaking reach it.
Yeah, I mean it's up there in the damn sky. What do you expect? Sean is
that
saying
spicy. Not too
banana
bad.
Sean is saying, how about banana peppers and curry?
On a pizza, gross. I'll take the banana pepper, Sean. Curry on a pizza? You're gonna have to sell me on that one.
Well, what if you used curry instead of tomato paste for the sauce?
At that point, you might as well use naan bread.
You're gonna have to sell me on that one.
I'm just trying to... Abby wants ranch on everything. She eats ranch dressing by itself.
Well,
That-
she's a kid. Of course.
See, I like ranch dressing. I'll dip a pizza crust in ranch dressing.
Honestly, ranch dressing on pizza, I've had it. It's
I
decent.
like it.
What I just ate
Ow.
is honey mustard and pain.
It's
Not
actually
too-
pretty good.
Not
I would use it like as a with some chicken and whatnot.
not too much pain. It's mild heat.
Oh, not banana peppers, bananas.
Your brother's weird.
Peely. You're a Peely fan, aren't you, Sean?
Sean's weird. But it was okay.
I was gonna
No,
say
it's not. Apparently, he's a Peely fan.
slice of fruitful bananas. I love Sweden. It's tasty. Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that. That was literally honey mustard and mild heat.
Yeah, and it is kind of lingering for me.
There's nothing special about it. It's just honey mustard and
a sting. Yeah.
Yeah, that made me sleepy.
Not bad. For a spicy honey mustard sauce, yeah, it's honey, mustard, and yeah, it's spicy. I can't know what else to say. I literally don't know how else. It is just what it says on the tin.
Was it? You, it's probably not spicy.
Nah.
You're probably bored out of your mind right now, aren't you?
It kind of made me sleepy, to be honest.
I will admit, it's spicier than I thought it would be for a generic multi-pack.
There was flavor,
hot sauce.
spice-wise.
Yeah.
Better than the pizza hot sauce, I will.
Let's try the last one.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Well, if that was a 3 and
Do
yours
it for the fans.
and yours was a 5,
For
we,
the fans.
we still
My
have
fans,
flies.
my fans who just want to see me in pain.
No.
Wait, hold on. It's saying something. Klaatu, Barata. I cannot say that on YouTube. This is a bad bottle. Oh, heavens! Yep, that smells like a chalkboard. That smells like a chalkboard and sour socks.
How do you know how socks taste?
Said it smells like it. And yeah, that smells like a nasty ass room.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why, but I got like chalk. It smells like chalk to me.
I got like sour feet. I don't know.
Bear, whose feet you be licking on?
Who's saying anything about licking or tasting feet? You. We're saying it smells like feet in a room. And it does.
Yeah.
We have 10 people sitting in this stream right now.
It smells sour.
This smells horrible. It is evil. It is the evil sauce.
The sad thing is it's probably going to taste like feet.
It's going to taste god-awful. I'm calling it now. I'm going to put this just on the bread because I don't want to ruin that pizza. You want bread?
Have it on the pizza.
You going to put it on the pizza?
I'll put it on pizza, and if it deserves
A second chance.
a second chance like the first one I felt did.
None of them deserve second chances.
There you are, sir.
They either sink or swim.
Ghost pepper wing sauce and condiment. Creamy style. Ugh.
And it's not very creamy. It is pretty runny.
Oh, it's on my finger.
Ew.
Andy Fingerson. Oh, God.
Oh god, this came out.
Oh. This is actually hard to hold up to my nose. It really stinks. Like, I'm being dead serious. It stinks. I'm sorry, by the way. Mom, Dad, Sean. This is one of the most foul-smelling things I've ever... Yeah.
I'm about to eat feet sauce.
Pretty much. 3, 2, 1. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's spicy. Well,
Oh.
honestly, I'd say so far it's less spicy than the one we just had, but this is, yeah.
Oh, God. Ow.
This just tastes like vinegar.
Dawson saying he wasn't involved in this. I call shenanigans.
Ow. Okay, it hurts. It hurts, and it tasted absolutely awful. It tasted like the pizza sauce. It was just vinegar, and now it hurts.
Yeah, the first one was vinegar, no pain. The second one was like...
If it was up to him, Donson would have just sent us pepper spray.
I don't know.
Yeah. The
Mine
first
tasted
one,
better.
first one vinegar, no pain. The second one pain, a little bit of taste. This one vinegar and pain.
God, it was so
Not
terrible.
too bad though.
Oh, I think it's terrible. Oh, my tongue hurts. My lips hurt.
I was just,
Don't let it hurt.
they're just gross.
It is.
All three of these have just kind of been me.
I think the honey mustard one was good. I'm just not a big fan of Talking makes it worse.
At least mine tasted like honey mustard. The other two tasted like vinegar. Vinegar, no pain. Honey mustard, a little bit of pain. Vinegar, a little bit of pain. What did you say?
Okay, hold on.
The first one and the last one sucked. The middle one was actually the best one.
Okay.
I should have gone with the barbecue.
I'm not going to say it just because I picked it, but yeah, the one that I picked, definitely the best by far.
Hands down, the honey mustard is the best one. Okay, it literally makes it...
It is lingering.
You guys, talk for a minute while I writhe in pain here. Make something good about all three. Each one. Like, gun to your head. Oh, God.
The first one, it's vinegary. You can throw in some spices with it. Stir it up. Maybe throw it into some eggs. Pizza, fine. If you're going to go out of your way, it does say it's a pizza hot sauce. Fine. Mix it up, throw it on some pizza. And a homemade pizza, if you're getting delivery pizza, don't waste your time. But if you're making a homemade pizza and you're actually going to cook it yourself, fine.
Maybe?
Honey mustard, habanero, it's honey mustard. It doesn't lie about being honey mustard. About being habanero, it's just honey mustard and spice. I got no habanero. I got honey mustard and pain. This one,
Now, what do you do with that?
the ghost pepper wing sauce, was just sour vinegar and pain. No real flavor that I got.
Yeah, to be honest with you now.
The smell was bad, too. It smelled really bad.
So if you're actually having wings, dip them in this.
Yeah.
The honey mustard
Yeah.
habanero. This one, the ghost pepper wing sauce.
I genuinely don't know what to do with that. It smells
What
awful. It has no actual flavor, and it hurts!
What would you do with this?
You said I had to make a decision with someone pointing a gun at my head and I had no choice. I have a choice. Pull the trigger, bitch.
Really, that... Literally, picture taking a shot of vinegar and then a shot of no flavor hot sauce pain.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it's...
you took a shot of vinegar and then just an ant stung you on the inside of your mouth.
But it's not even like the worst pain. It's a mild... It lingers. It's just a very mild pain.
It's starting to go away.
But if... Gun to my head, ghost pepper wing sauce, this, I know this is always our normal cop-out, ramen noodles or eggs, just dab a couple in there, stir it around.
Everyone, my dad is saying to not be a coward and try the Japanese barbecue. You want to go grab it off the table?
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a good one?
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fair. The honey mustard was good.
The honey mustard was good. Wow.
I'm just not a fan of what it was good at, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
The honey mustard was the best, in my opinion.
Yeah. But that's because it was like two terrible ones. And yes, Mom, I do love the shirts that you got me. All right.
Jesus wanted this one.
See, I kind of wanted it too, but I wanted to try the pizza one.
Yeah, well, the seal's that easy to come off. I worried that it was already broken.
Yeah, no, they all kind of came off easy.
That's just me, though. Because especially now that I'm, like, dealing with more food than anything else. Nope.
Nope. Nope, what? Oh.
Ew.
You want to wipe it off with some bread? Oh, you got things over there.
Yeah.
The smell of this smells like the most generic ramen
Oh, here we go. More
paste sauce.
more ramen hot sauces.
Sweet and spicy Japanese barbecue sauce.
Doesn't even smell sweet.
See,
No,
that's
it
the weird
literally
thing.
smells like
Deep.
poverty.
Damn, we're used to that smell.
It actually does smell like ramen. See, there's one problem though.
We have no ramen.
I like ramen. So I think I'm actually going to like this one.
I've had so much ramen in my life. Wow.
Instant ramen.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It smells like the package of ramen noodles that you get, throw in water, microwave it.
Man, I can't say. Like, I've been going to the fucking the H Mart and whatnot and grabbing the noodles that they have there.
Yeah, but they have kind of a quality.
Huh?
They have kind of a quality compared to, like...
Now, see, the thing that bothers me is that I've always understood that Asian barbecue is savory, not sweet like American barbecue. So, what is this just American barbecue? They're calling it Japanese, you think?
I feel like it's more American than.
Well,
Because like, look at the branding of it.
even the color, and yeah, the label itself, it doesn't look.
Japanese.
No, but anyway, are you ready?
That's a good song.
1, 2, 3. Mmm. Mmm.
The department.
It tastes like generic ramen.
It does take our ramen, and I actually like it.
No heat.
That's another thing I like about it.
No
Of course
outstanding.
you would.
No outstanding flavors, but it tastes like
Ramen. It tastes like a beef ramen pack.
a top ramen you buy at the store. Throw it in the microwave. Put the pack in. That's what it tastes like.
I liked it.
I'm at a hot eat those.
No, I straight up would put that in on rice or in a ramen. It does feel like it needs something, like it needs to work with something, but I don't know. Put it on some beef. Put it on some pork. I think that's actually good.
Problem is, the only time I ever have like barbecue with like actual barbecue sauce and whatnot is like when I go to a barbecue place or when I go to someone else's place. Because like for me, it's when someone says barbecue, I'm thinking more brisket, pulled pork, ribs.
It's not so much the sauce, is
That
it?
meat falls off the bone.
Mm-hmm. Like the dry seasoning that gets used.
I'm gonna try it on pizza.
I feel.
I am going to be drinking Coke out of a fancy cup.
I feel all these would be better as like a seasoning / marinade. Especially I call it mine because it's one I chose, the habanero honey mustard.
Huh.
I would say this is the best. Second best, yeah, I'll give it to this Japanese barbecue, but it is a generic
I like it.
ramen sauce. Nothing.
We actually got a good one.
There's no spice.
He's only saying that because it has no spice to it.
Exactly. I can actually eat it. I actually like it. And I guess you're too proud to eat top ramen or something, but I actually like top ramen.
I know where it came from.
I actually like it.
All right.
Top ramen, chorizo, eggs with chorizo.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Don't really
4
know what
down?
to say about it.
I-
Other than
That's one of the best hot sauces we've had in a while.
microwave top ramen flavor packet. Shut up.
I'm going to.
We've been poking it for like the last 2 months, and it finally just.
Now it won't even respond to being poked.
Uh,
But 4 down. I think there's another 4 to go,
we have
or another 8.
We have vaulted ceilings. It's way up there. That's why we asked you if you had longer.
Yeah, you are not helpful. But anyway,
Well, if you had something sturdy where I could stand on, but you don't.
We'll bring the table over to shut that thing up. We have the battery.
would he be able to reach with the table?
I don't know because I've thought about it. I don't think I could reach with the table. Well, you are taller than me. Yeah, we have this long pole that we just like poke the
it.
button with, but that won't even work now.
But anyway, so
Like poking the bear.
yes, it was actually better on the pizza than just the bread. No, I liked them. You guys can just be miserable over there. I don't know.
Fuck you, I got a fancy cup with Coke in it.
But anyway,
Thank you, bear.
You're welcome.
well, I have the fanciest cup of all, so yeah. But anyhow, let's get on to what we were talking about, though.
Yeah, and I got the fanciest balls of them all.
You don't even get these. Oh my gosh.
What? I'm talking about AC/DC's. It's a good song. If you took it out of context, That's on them. But it's a good song.
This is what I put up with. Every week. For you 810 people. You're welcome.
What can I say? But you're welcome. I don't even like that movie. The only reason why I know is because I took my sister to go see it.
Anyhow, so let's get started on some weirdness in food. Now, you gotta understand something about food. Food is intrinsic to being human. The fact that we people will take hours or even days sometimes to prepare food rather than just eat whatever the hell we can get our teeth around is an example of humanity versus being primitive. Which is funny because some of the best techniques that they actually use for cooking are actually older than dirt, weird traditions.
Dig a hole in the ground.
It's the only way to cook pork, am I right?
And goat.
I'm not sure I've ever actually had goat. Seriously, though.
You know,
You keep mentioning goat.
it's delicious, man.
You need to get us some goat.
Yeah.
There's actually a spot in Colorado where they have some good beer at, from what I've heard. I need to go check it out, and if it's good, I'll take you guys there.
Well, thank you. But anyway,
Well,
now,
how
Just
about
don't
you,
complain about the heat.
well, how about you take us there without you knowing, so it's a surprise for all of us?
Yeah.
Or is goat that bad when it's bad?
No, anything can be bad if it's bad. It's just how you prepare anything.
but anyhow,
Meh.
anyway though, so like I said,
Oh, hi, Johnson. Thank you for joining us.
he's been here this whole time. What are you
No,
talking about?
he's not. Welcome, Johnson. Anyway.
Yes, welcome, Dalton. I'm happy you can finally join us.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad he finally got here this time.
Yeah. Shows up later than I do.
This is
Welcome,
why
Johnson.
Superman works alone.
That's Batman.
Anyway, so as I was saying, food is honestly the oldest aspect of being human. Before we were building things, before we were painting, before we were doing anything, before we were even praying, the earliest example of humanity was cooking. Now, because of this means that on a cultural level, food is very, very important to people.
And sacred.
Sacred is another word you could put to it, which really, really, really makes it hard to be American, because put bluntly, our shit is just better versions of everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, except you don't eat most shit.
Well, yeah, because most of it is unfit. It's funny when you see
Sure,
people.
right.
It's funny when you see people go to like Japan, because that's a big tourist place. Lots of Americans used to want to go to Japan, and we're kind of seeing the resurrection of the tourist. But they go to like Japan, specifically, of course, Tokyo. Everybody wants to go to Tokyo, or Hong Kong, or Beijing, and Thailand, stuff like that, and Taiwan is another big one.
Yeah, the Philippines.
Philippines, yeah, but
South Korea?
yeah, South.
I get both them. I get them confused.
Yeah, no, South
The
Korea.
one that doesn't have the short, angry guy.
That's
That's
South. South Korea good, North bad. Anyway, but they go to those other countries and they see the menus and stuff, and it's completely different than here in America, because most of what we call Asian food or Chinese food isn't at all. Greatest example of all, and this is going to make people hate me just in case they don't already, the fortune cookie.
That's not Chinese. That's
Not at
American.
all. Yep.
Same with burritos.
Burrito. I was gonna say yeah, because I know it's one or the other. It's either tacos or
Nope,
burritos.
It's burritos.
Burritos. Yeah.
And then
And also, we were the ones who came up with the idea to fry the hard shell taco. Is
Uh-huh.
American.
and then the
Traditional-
Mexican, the taco bowl is it's American as well.
Yep.
Chimichangas, that's American.
Mhm.
Yep.
And not Chick-fil-A. That's what I had for lunch today. Chipotle and Qdoba were actually made here in Colorado. The company started here.
Yep. But anyway, now the fortune cookie is an interesting one because it is so iconic to Chinese cuisine now. What if I told you it's not just not Chinese, but actually the closest relative, culturally speaking, is actually fortune cookies came from Japan? Now, allow me to explain. See, here's the problem that we have.
It's only a problem if you let it be.
Oh, it's a big problem. Because in 1983, San Francisco used taxpayer money just in case your blood wasn't boiling. Mr. Bishop's going to be mad when he hears this, by the way. The city of San Francisco spent literally tens of thousands of dollars. This is in 83, remember, so money was different then. 83. They spent...
What is that in today's money?
Well, see, that's the problem is it doesn't give an exact number, just tens of thousands of dollars for the Court of Historic Review to determine that we don't fucking know the origin of the fortune cookie. There are 5 credible theories to the origin of the cookie. Most of them, I think all but one, are American. One is Japanese. You okay over there?
Yeah, just readjusting. I've been having back pain.
Ah, I see. You know what helps with that?
Not getting old.
Manning up.
And not having an entire frozen palate fucking fall on top of you.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago.
Oh, no, don't do that. That's bad.
Don't throw on this dumbass hat that's too small and hurt your neck like I did. Won't even go down over your ears. I tried to force it down over my ears and hurt my neck on my way to work at like 4 in the morning.
You know, someday I'm just going to call in and let them be in charge of the show.
You know, I'm going to buy you a Pikachu beanie.
Pikachu?
It would have been better than that crap. Anyway.
So.
I haven't been dead out against that hat. I'm going to burn it. Hat hurt my neck. Won't even go down over my ears.
Are we done?
So I bought this American fortune cookie that's supposed to be Chinese.
Hey, I got an idea. How about the host talks? Anyway.
I am the host.
Well, what about these American Chinese cookies?
Yeah. I'm the co-host, man. I'm supposed to
Oh,
chime in.
bullshit!
I'm supposed to chime in every once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
American Chinese cookies.
Yeah, man.
So.
I mean, I'm sorry. These American Japanese cookies.
So, here's the thing about them. This is widely considered the most credible source of the 5, but it's actually supposedly a man who was known as Father David, I think it's pronounced Hung.
Was he part of a cult?
So, J-U-N-G. Would that be pronounced? Because I know the J sometimes makes the H sound. Would it be Jung or Hung?
That's not Japanese.
Chinese, excuse me.
Oh, then I don't know.
The J sometimes... Calling him Hung or Jung?
Gung.
Hung. I'm going to call him Hung. Anyway,
Gong.
now he actually became very famous. He was the founder of the Hong Kong Noodle Company.
Noodles and Company?
Hong Kong Noodle Company. The company that basically made most of the Asian condiments and so forth that you buy in the grocery store, actually. I don't know if they still exist today.
There, look it up.
But he founded it.
Bishop. What am I looking at?
The Hong Kong Noodle Company.
Does it still exist, and what do they make?
So the claim goes that he was living in Los Angeles in 1918.
Of course, it's Los Angeles.
And he was an immigrant. Surprisingly, guess where? Yeah, he came from China. And basically, he noticed that there were a lot of homeless people who would basically camp near and around his factory, because a lot of them actually worked at his factory. And so he realized that there was an excess of paper and of sugary dough left over from the day-to-day productions. And so he started making these little tiny
thing.
cookies out of the excess stuff. Now, I mentioned he was known as Father David. He was not a priest. He was not actually ordained or anything like that. But he was nicknamed Father because he was very, very fervent in his faith. He even famously said, to succeed you need two things, perseverance and Christ. Okay, so what he would do is he would basically wrap these little cookies around pieces of paper, because again, he had excess paper that he needed to throw away, and he would inscribe on the paper his favorite Bible verses. And a lot of the people who camped out and worked at his factory were like, these are really freaking cool. You know, I don't mean to be rude, Father, but we could sell these. And he didn't like the idea of selling it at first. He was like, no, this is something that I make for my employees because I care about you guys, and I notice that you are literally just living on the property. But eventually, a few generations later, a couple decades later, in fact, David might have actually passed away. I couldn't find a date, but they eventually did start selling fortune cookies. But yeah, supposedly that is considered the most credible origin of the fortune cookie. But we're not done yet, because we have other more examples.
Oh.
Did you find something?
I found the website to
Hong Kong Noodle Company?
Yeah, mine took me to Wikipedia, and now it's doing all meh.
See, I found a company, and it's see, I'm actually trying to locate it to Palo Alto, San Francisco, where I was, but I can't. I don't know if it's what you're talking about or not, so just
Yeah.
disregard.
Another supposed source of the fortune cookie comes from a Japanese person. Now, this one's interesting because this claim supposedly happened in 1914. Keep in mind that our boy, David Hung, he supposedly was giving out these fortune cookies to his workers 5 years later. So there's arguing about who did it first, or if either of them actually did it. Maybe they both did. But,
Yeah, maybe there was a turf war about it.
well, see, here's the thing. David was down in Los Angeles, and this one we're going to be talking about is from San Francisco. A Japanese immigrant named Makioto Hagiwara. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Japanese, that sounds right.
Now, he had a restaurant, Japanese tea garden, the Golden Gate, which was located in Golden Gate Park. He was actually a groundskeeper. He was a gardener. And unfortunately, the mayor of San Francisco was known for having an anti-Asian sentiment. He didn't like them dang foreigners. And actually the mayor fired him. Fired Makoto. Because he worked for the state. He worked for the state taking care of the garden. Which, by the way, dick move of the city mayor to fire a state employee, but whatever.
Okay.
What do I know?
What I'm looking at, the names aren't mentioned.
Anyhow. So, the funny thing is that, yeah, he was fired, but a bunch of other people who worked in the Golden Gate Park were like, that's not fair. That's ridiculous. He's a great gardener. He's a good guy. And so...
But we quit.
No, other direction. They allowed him to keep coming into the garden and doing work, and they would pay him under the table. Quietly, discreetly. And for many years, this was how it worked. He literally had to sneak into the gardens to do his job.
Makoto Hagiwara?
Yeah, is that how they pronounce it?
Makoto. Yeah, okay, I found it.
Okay. Anyway, though, now he had apparently done this for a couple of years, but finally, the mayor actually resigned. In shame, actually, by the way.
Shame.
Yeah, he had some kind of scandal and he had to step down.
Shame.
And he got reinstated fully to his job, according to this.
Did he get the back pay?
Don't know, actually. Because they were paying him under the table, supposedly. So
Does that
officially...
mean he has to pay taxes for all that time?
No. This is 1914. This was before income tax.
Oh, yeah, we need to go back to that time.
Let's go back to that time.
Just remember...
That's all I'm saying.
Just remember, they promised that income taxes would only be temporary.
Uh-huh.
It's true. It's true. Hey, I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying a historical fact.
I'm hoping
When
it's
it was
true.
passed, the income tax was supposed to be temporary.
What? Yeah.
I'm not endorsing or denouncing anyone. I'm just saying the facts.
Someone lied.
Hopefully,
Get taken out.
hopefully somebody,
Kneecaps blown out with a baseball bat.
and hopefully somebody keeps their word.
Yeah, but anyway. And now, supposedly, our boy, after he was reinstated, he was able to work again. He was so moved by the fact that for a good couple of years, these people, really, they protected him and they allowed him to live at all. And so, he started baking these cookies. Now, he claimed, I should say, because obviously he's well passed away now. He claimed that he got the idea from the cookies and the way he made them from this old artwork of a samurai from Japan, where you can see these odd little fortune cookie shaped things.
Do we know what the artwork is?
Oh,
And what it's called?
did I? Hold on a second here.
What would it look like?
Hold on, I will try and find it real quick. Because actually, that is a very good point. Can I find that picture?
Oh, man. They took it out of me today.
What time did you get off work? Because I walked behind Walmart, and I'm like,
We were by there a little bit.
4?
Because I went to
After
the
4?
to the Dayton station. There was a bunch of trucks there at like
I found it.
8:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were busy.
Hold on.
Did you find it?
Yes, and I will send it over to the bishop, and he can put it on screen, actually.
Can you send it to me as well so that way I can actually look at it? Because it's usually tiny when I look at it on the screen.
Yeah, hold
my
on.
phone.
Hold on a second. Mr. Bishop?
Mr. Bishop is my dad.
Mr.
Fine.
Bishop, don't forget
The
to send
bishop?
it. I don't know why he's sending it to you, but he's sending it to you. Instead of the bishop in training.
What?
You don't get the Mr. Bishop until you're done with your training.
What's my training?
I have no idea. You're going to have to take that up with Mr. Bishop.
Oh, God. I will find it, I promise you.
And he'll get there one day, folks.
Yeah.
And until then,
In the meantime, you two. You seem good at talking to each other. Talk to each other.
Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know. I'm throwing something out there because I just saw it.
Well, when you said about weird food, I thought we were talking about like the like the weird stuff that like kind of like different cultures have and whatnot.
Like
Like
balut,
blood soup.
blood soup, yeah.
Because there's a tribe in Africa where for like ceremonies or like weddings and whatnot, they'll drown the animal out of
There you go.
of the blood and whatnot, and they'll put other stuff inside of it, and they'll serve it as is. But when they serve it, it's still warm because it's fresh.
So this painting that I just sent over to you is believed to be from the Edo period, which is roughly speaking anywhere between 1603 and 1868. So don't worry, folks. We have this pinned down on where this painting is from.
Can you send that to me?
But yeah, no, he claimed that he got the idea for how he was going to shape his cookie, which he was going to then give to all his friends and stuff for supporting him, from this painting. And as far as where the whole putting a message in it goes, You want the honest truth? He just wrapped a little thank you note around each cookie when he gave it to the people who supported him. Could we get it up on? There we go.
Yeah, do look like the
Now,
cookies on there.
yeah. Now, if you look right there on the right side of the picture, on that little tray, the very bottom row, those do kind of look like fortune cookies.
Or they could be charcoal.
Or crab claws.
Yeah, they could be crab claws,
Or charcoal, yeah.
but you
Crab
can see.
Monster, crab monster.
I hate
crab
you both so damn much.
monster.
But no, I could totally see looking at that and saying, yeah, that's a fortune cookie. I could see it.
Or crab monster, crab monster, crab monster, crab monster, crab monster, crab.
And people say I'm the one who ruins this show.
No one says that.
Who says that? You.
Uh,
That effing thing up on our ceiling.
It's giving us away.
See, my dad is, I checked it now. My dad is saying that it was pronounced Young. He was David Hung was pronounced Young. David Young.
J in Chinese would be a Y, young, for us.
Okay, so was maybe David Young could have been his name?
See, I don't know Chinese, Mandarin, or any of that, but
Oh, okay. No, my dad is just talking about income taxes back in the 1800s, which he is aware of because he was probably there when they were drafted.
let's abolish them again.
Love you,
Come on.
Dad. Just saying. But anyhow,
Hold
but
true
there
to your
is-
word.
Tacos and chimichangas.
but anyway, and supposedly that's another example of how the fortune cookie came about. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about before we go to our other topic for the evening, because we are actually taking way longer than I expected. Can't imagine why.
Sauces, man. They took
is-
forever.
This one is actually Chinese. Except it isn't the fortune cookie. Now, some people claim that this historical event that did happen was the origin of the story that goes behind the fortune cookie. Not actually the origin of the cookie.
Rick Sanchez?
No. And we have to go back to the 1500s. So, picture it. 1500s China. Occupied by the Mongolian Empire. People are strictly forbidden from talking or having social gatherings. Pretty much you're only allowed to leave your house if you're going to work. Wow, that sounds familiar. Anyway, though.
COVID times.
Subtlety, Jesus. Look it up.
We've been over this.
I'm going to buy you a dictionary for your
You make
birthday.
it sound like I'm going to read it.
I know you wouldn't.
I'm going to use it as
It's a
blunt-
principle.
As a blunt object.
I know you would. Just like your head. Anyway.
You too.
So.
You're so.
Someone breaks into the house. Dictionary to the face.
Take a dictionary to that freaking thing up on the ceiling
They
up there.
won't expect it at all.
No one sees the Inquisition or the Webster's Dictionary coming. Anyhow. So. Now, as you can imagine, the actual Chinese people weren't fond of how Mongolia was lording over them. But you can't really, talk to each other. You can't really communicate or relay information. That there was one weakness that the Mongolians had.
Food?
They absolutely detested lotus nut paste. Don't laugh, that's what it's called.
Johnson, this is your time to comment and chime in.
Oh, I can see it coming. I know he's gonna say something, I'm sure of it.
Lotus these nuts.
That's what it was called. Lotus nut paste was a. Stop laughing.
You didn't
It-
get the reference. That
Yeah.
makes it even better.
It was something used often in desserts for the Chinese people. Now, the Mongolians were incredibly proud, and seeing themselves as conquerors, they saw the already there Chinese food as beneath them.
It's peasants'
And
food.
yeah, it was basically
Food for the dogs.
food for the slaves and for the peasants. Yes, so they wouldn't eat it. They would not touch this stuff, which actually was really, really useful. because you know how you actually prepare. Don't fucking laugh.
How do you prepare lotus nut
See,
paste?
every time you tell me not to laugh,
You bake
I'm
it.
going to laugh.
You get it baked.
You gonna bake your lotus nut paste?
Yep. You bake it.
Gotta bake them nuts, brah.
So, here's the thing. The Mongolians, let's be honest here, any good food, well, what they considered good food that was like, made, of course, they're going to take it from the Chinese people for themselves. But they didn't like lotus nut paste, so they weren't going to touch these cakes made from the stuff. And so what the Chinese people did is they hid little messages, or they would even go so far as to like scratch and like carve symbols onto the little cakes. And the Mongolians, they didn't care. I mean, what makes you think that I want lotus nut paste?
Because they want nuts in their face.
Well, see, here's the thing. The Mongolians, because most people don't realize this, Mongolians had a whole different language in terms of like how it was written to Chinese. So the Mongolians thought that they just had, it's some of these stupid little Chinese silly markings on their cakes. Who cares? Well, what the Mongolians didn't realize was that actually the Chinese were drawing maps
And
on
this
the
Mexican
cakes.
found his Mexican buddy.
And what the
That's not on camera, but that's fine.
and the Mongolians, what they thought were just Chinese characters and writing, or not writing, were actually maps that the Chinese people were like, oh, so there, we all attack there, and we run the invaders out of this city. And there was literally a revolt. Don't laugh. It was referred to as the Lotus Nut Revolt.
Please tell me this was in November.
They didn't have November in their time. Oh! Hi, Choopy.
That's great. Wait, hold on. I still believe that it was Mulan who beat the Hun.
In one battle, yeah, but yeah.
It was
And
on
that
Mulan.
was
Mulan did all of it.
okay, so a few things about Mulan real quick. Mulan was way back in BC time. She was a legendary figure, centuries before even the Three Kingdoms era happened.
Oh, he's after me now. What is this?
Oh, how'd that happen? He must have seen a goat.
Oh, he must have.
Anyway, so Mulan was literally hundreds of years before this happened. Probably over 1,000 years before. God damn.
Other Mexican buddy.
Probably.
This is the beaner corner.
It may have been. God damn it.
Sorry.
Hold on. He goes over. Yeah. Right
Mu-
here.
Mulan.
Prepare to attack.
Mom, I love you, but I am not gonna state that comment out loud.
What did she say, Bear? My phone is too far away and it's charging.
She doesn't like nut paste.
No, read the more recent one. His correction. He corrects himself. Yeah, I'm not saying that about my mother on screen. Anyway, so the Lotus Nut Revolt actually was able to get super strong legs under it. Because again, that's the sad part. The Mongolians, this didn't happen in just one town. This happened across the empire. And the Mongolians never put 2 + 2 together. They could not bring themselves to look at these lotus nut bars and shit.
So there was no clarity after the lotus nut cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They got pushed out completely. Here's the funnier part. One of the most powerful and longest lasting dynasties that China ever had, the Ming Dynasty. You're just being more distracting.
Only to you. Nobody knows anything that's going on except you.
Yeah, and then you always mention it.
Anyway, one of the most powerful and long-lasting dynasties that China ever had, the Ming Dynasty, actually was founded this way. So, think about that for a second. The Ming Dynasty was founded on the
nuts.
Lotus Nuts Revolt.
Apparently there was no clarity afterwards.
Uh,
So was it really a lotus nut?
You know what's funny is I can only imagine after being driven out of China, the Mongolians just hated lotus nut paste even more.
Speaking of lotus nut paste,
We don't have any.
Where-
I know that for a fact.
no, I was going to ask, where is Donzen?
Yeah, he's been oddly quiet for a fact we've been talking about nut paste for the past 20 minutes. Well, actually, it's like 10 minutes, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, Donzen, where are you?
He's probably laughing too much. He can't type. But anyway, no. And a lot of people argue that the hidden messages in the cakes made from lotus nuts is the origin of how the story and the idea of, you know, a cookie or a cake or a pastry of some kind with a little note inside of it. Which is possible. I'm fine with saying that, yeah. But, yeah, no.
Well,
And the best part
again,
is
like-
I knew the second I was reading that both of you would not be able to compose your juvenile butts.
What? I'm just going to use this to make fun of Donzen. You know me.
Lotus
Oh.
nut paste.
Oh, my bad.
You know
that
the
was
worst
great.
part is
That was great.
the worst part. How does it taste? Like, how is it? Like, I am curious now, because again, this whole plan worked because the Mongolians were like, "Oh, we don't like lotus nut paste. That's Chinese food." Never mind that literally city after city after city is revolting and pushing you out of the empire. Did no one notice? Really, nobody noticed at all. Huh. You know, just before that last city was freed, they were all eating those weird nut paste bars.
Well, let's be honest, man. Like it's hindsight is
2020.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020 because you don't realize it until after it fucking happens.
But how many cities fall
Because of
from
nut
your
paste.
fingers coincidentally when these slaves are passing around these specific kind of
How
cakes?
do you lose Rome? Because you didn't listen.
Horrible
to your,
hedonism.
Yeah. No. How do you miss taking over Rome? Because you don't listen to your advisors and you kill the dude you're not supposed to.
Or you don't check your slaves' lotus nut paste bars.
Because let's be honest, it's human nature. As soon as someone feels that they're above somebody else, whatever that person does is beneath them. It's not worth it. Therefore, it's not worth bothering.
And then they get the rug pulled out from under them. But I'm saying, we're talking about the entirety of China was freed, was liberated because of these freaking little cakes. And no Mongolian, across all their power, stopped and went, wait a minute. Every place we lose, they have these damn cakes.
Well, let's be honest, because like,
Jeebus Kong, what do you think?
Hey, knock
stop
down
being
my
a jackass.
shitty
Kill the people. Take the cookies. Take them nutty cookies away. But let's
But
be,
they're
but let's-
lotus nut cookies, sir. I don't want to touch lotus nut paste.
Then you behead the end you get. But let's be honest. Like let's also go back over there. Communication back then was either done by a writer, pigeon, or
Well, even
someone on
pigeon
foot.
wasn't a thing.
yeah. So it had to be,
Pigeon was Western Europe, and that was like the World Wars time frame that pigeons became considered.
So then back then it was a messenger. So they were either on foot, they were on horseback,
Maybe.
they were by themselves,
Yeah.
they were with a group, and that still takes time.
See,
So if you're in your own country, you already have the networks built up. You already have ways to get to one city to the other without taking much time. And if you're able to set up a network to where you're able to coordinate something like this big, all you have to do is take care of the messengers between the cities.
and they couldn't even do that.
And then you have to just do the attack. They're not going to be able to coordinate properly and be able to do.
Yeah. But
do
still,
that. But like if it's done correctly, it can work.
but from the absurd,
The
History-
Taliban banned the keeping of pigeons.
really?
There's another reason
Please no. Please no. No.
Okay, no Mike Tyson, fine.
I will lose my shit, okay? And there's still one more topic I want to talk about before we have to...
Were you knew about the two pigeons we had?
You guys had pigeons?
I'm just going to take a nap while they talk over.
Because I thought it was what's her name that had the pigeons.
Yeah, and
We don't speak of her no more.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but they lived here with us.
they lived here in the summer. They were out on the balcony. In the winter, they were here in...
No.
We have 15 people watching this.
We
show
put them
right
in
now.
diapers. Because there are pigeon diapers.
That's a fucking thing.
Yeah, and they would fly
So
around.
is lotus nut paste. Are you surprised by anything anymore?
They would fly around and then they would see the sun and they would just right to the... They
I
were
would
fine.
say no, but like this is the human race, so.
Well, so, boys and girls, what if I was going to ask you a question? What
Did
is...
we have pigeons for about a year and a half? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Now,
Did
what
your
is...
friend not realize I had pigeons for a year and a half? Yes.
How did you not know?
I don't
You
know.
were... Anyway.
So,
Okay.
if I was to put a gun to your head and tell you, what is the #1 selling snack food in America?
Dog.
Good night, everybody!
Ow!
#1 selling snack food in America. Seriously, come on.
Snack food in general?
In general, we're being a bit broad.
Chips.
Chips, specifically Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Potato chips.
Potato chips, okay.
Now, potato chips are a huge argument of contention because there are two countries that claim to have invented it first. One is America, the other is a bunch of losers known as the French.
And just like that, no one gives a fuck. It was America.
America!
Let me find my nearest white flag.
No. That's the French flag.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's the difference? Anyway, so, no. Alright, so, back in 1825, a French chef, William Kitchener... Stop laughing. William Kitchener...
That's like the worst name ever.
No
Yeah.
one's laughing at that.
He published multiple cookbooks. Famously, he published The Cook's Oracle. And in it, there is a single paragraph mentioning how you can make shavings of potatoes and fry them. That's it. That is the... Please tell me he looks like someone that would be named Kitchener.
No.
Send me that photo. Send me that fucking photo.
This isn't him. This is an optician.
Oh. Anyway.
A celebrity chef. He was a household. That's it.
Yeah, that's him.
Send me
So
that
he
photo.
wrote a book called the Cook's Oracle. By the way, he wrote it in 1817. He didn't get it published until 1825.
Then whatever you say doesn't count. Biatch.
Let me finish. Again, a whole paragraph mentioning that you can use leftover shavings from potatoes by frying them and making them crispy. That's it. And that's the douchebag there. Man claims that he invented potato chips. Because we all know there ain't nothing else good coming out of France.
And I invented
Whoa!
potatoes.
He's gonna get.
Good night, Dad. Love you.
And
But anyway, but yeah, and no, that's the funny part. That is France's claim to inventing the potato chip. A paragraph that mentions if you have leftover shavings from your potatoes, you can fry them and crisp them up.
You know, I can believe it took him that long to take the book out because he was getting bullied by his wife. He looks like the type of man who would get
If
bullied.
my sister would like you to know that they also make diapers for chickens.
Why would you put a diaper on a chicken's food?
Anyway,
have you ever put a diaper on a pigeon? I have.
I have too.
I put
Because we had pigeons, so they could fly around our house.
Pigeons don't really have bowel control. Anyway, but who gives a crap about the French?
You dingleberried that poor pigeon.
Now, the American legend is actually way more detailed. And we have to go all the way to Saratoga Springs, New York.
Of course it's New York.
It would be.
There's like good stuff back then.
Oh no, just wait. You're gonna love this because this is like you went through time. This is proof you might have a time machine because you would do this.
I can
Allow me to
confirm
explain.
and deny anything that you just said.
What on earth are you doing over there?
It's Loveless.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell him to go away.
Knock it off, or I won't frickin' have you upload any more videos, you jackass.
Why are you grabbing for Rosadoo when you think she's off screen? Hey, Seuss, are you
I
up to...
was gonna throw her at you, that's why.
Oh, I see. When the camera's off, you try to grab our haunted doll from China.
Anyway, so now that I'm on screen again.
Gotta pass the COVID.
Anyway, so Saratoga Springs, New York. This is incredibly uncomfortable. A chef.
You're in the freaking thing.
Really?
Yeah, look, they're right there on camera.
Anyway,
Stop being
so
uncomfortable.
Chef George Crumb, yes, his name was Crumb, was working at the Moon's Lake House restaurant. And he was told that there is a VIP. There's just one problem. Crumb couldn't care less. Crumb felt that a guest is a guest. There's no such thing as a better or more important guest. Everyone that he has to make food for deserves the same kind of care and dedication. And so he was, I guess you could say, lackadaisical. He didn't kind of hurry up to get the orders from the table that the VIP was at. He was just doing the orders as they came in, treating everyone the same. And this guest realized that other people were being served before him, and he didn't appreciate that.
Who fucking who?
No. Again, this is you. Because this is the most petty thing I have ever heard in my life. I think we may have found like one of your ancient American ancestors, actually.
I'm Mexican, though.
I know, but this is so you. So, the guest ordered French fried potatoes. Now, in other words, he asked for French fries, or wedges, as they were. And then he complained that they were too thick, and sent them back. Now, keep in mind, the problem is that there's no recutting it once you've fried up a potato. So those first batch are useless now, and maybe they can be given to someone else, I don't know, but
Kitchen food for the staff.
he has to make a whole new batch. The next ones were too thin. Sent them back. Had to make a third batch. The next batch, too soggy. Sent it back. The next one got sent out. Not enough salt. Send it back. Next batch came out. Too much salt. Sent it back.
I would have punched this dude in the fucking face.
He almost did. Crumb actually had to be kept in the kitchen by his underling staffs who were like, dude, no, please no. And so, he decided to play this guy's game. He took a mandolin and proceeded to shave the French fries as thin as possible.
Man, if you're not careful with one of those, you can take a piece.
And he was angry when he's doing it. Could you imagine someone angrily using a mandolin?
Yeah, you say mandolin, and I just cringe. Oh gosh.
See, I want to use one just because,
Just to see his reaction?
Well, that, and just because I want to. Because I don't have the knife skills to cut something that thin. I really don't. Like, being able to take the meat off like a bone, I can do that. But, like, that, no.
Anyway, so, Crumb literally had to be held back. He was ready to go out and fight this VIP. Literally. He literally was like, no, this man is insulting me. He's being rude. I want to confront him. I want to see his face. And they're like, dude, come on, try and be reasonable. And so he decided that you could play this game. He could be just as petty. He mandolined a potato. Cooked it exactly like it was a French fry, which made it, of course, super freaking crispy. Basically, it was just a crisped, paper thin thing. And then his staff made a horrible mistake. They agreed to let him go and deliver it personally to the table.
I don't see that as a mistake.
It was, because he literally almost hit the guy.
Here's your food. Here's a finger.
I don't see that as a mistake.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the problem. When he got to the table and was literally ready to smack the VIP in the face with the plate, he realized that it was Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Andy Fingerson?
I actually thought you might recognize the name. Cornelius Vanderbilt was one of the huge financial tycoons behind the Continental Railroad.
I was going to say, I know the name.
He was a super famous entrepreneur known for having a horrible attitude. And he saw this plate of these paper-thin, crisped-up potatoes, and he was like, wait a minute, don't hit me. I want to try that first. And so Crumb is like, oh yeah, no, you absolutely. I'm going to wring your neck in a minute anyway, but you can try it. And Vanderbilt absolutely loved the chip.
Oh yeah, he loved it because he knew he was about to get his ass.
Oh yeah, probably. Most likely, that's probably the thing.
This is not my ancestry, because the people in my family know. You don't fuck with the people that handle your food.
Oh
yeah,
god.
Yeah. Like, there's supposed to be rules and shit, but again, you fuck with the wait staff, the fucking chefs are gonna fuck with your shit.
But anyway, Vanderbilt absolutely loved it, and straight up was like, "Are you gonna serve this normally? Like, I want to invest in this. I want on this."
Is that the chef or is that the?
That's Vanderbilt.
That's Vanderbilt. He looks like the kind of guy who'd be like, you know what?
He looks like the type of guy that should be on the list.
You're cool.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
when the guy is right there, because again, when Crumb was in the kitchen, everything was wrong with the fries, and they had to be remade again and again and again and again. Suddenly, when Crumb was right there in front of him, suddenly they were great.
He looks like.
Can I give you money?
Yeah, he looks like the type of guy that can't go near a freaking school.
So
I was gonna say he's the best looking, kindest looking one of all the ones we looked at. Where the frick is he on my screen?
So he actually proposed this idea, and they went into business selling these at. The best part is the Moon's Lake house. It got renamed Crumb's house because these things blew up and sold like hotcakes, as you could imagine. They were even served on the trains that Vanderbilt, made in met areas.
Again, he looks like he belongs on the list and can't go near a certain amount of miles to a school.
I was gonna say he kind of looks like the kind of guy who would be willing to okay, new type of food, let's try this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't hit me. I like you.
I'm rich.
Yeah, no, I'll
buy you.
I will buy you. Please don't break that plate over my head. Anyway, though, and here's the interesting thing. On top of that, they were not called potato chips or crisps or whatever they call them nowadays until 1860. Before that, they were referred to as a Crumbs crisp, if you wanted to do a tongue twister, or more commonly referred to as a Saratoga chip, because of where it came from. But here's the funny side note. There is still a brand, Saratoga chips, that claim to be the original manufacturers and producers for the original brand that Crumb and Vanderbilt put together. But yeah, I heard that. I read that story, and I just thought of you because it was like, that is so petty to send back an order 6 times. Literally just because you aren't being served before other people who were waiting there longer than you anyway?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not like that.
No.
Petty.
Who are you thinking about?
I am not. I am petty, but I wouldn't do shit like that.
I have never sent food back, and the only time
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
I've never sent food back. Look at me. Do I look like I sent food back?
Okay, when has he ever sent food back that we know of?
I've never seen him turn food down, but I'm saying that is his level of pettiness.
Yeah, level of pettiness, but I want to do shit like that again.
Not the
you
food.
Don't fuck with your wait staff. You don't fuck with the people who handle your food.
You do not pick a fight with a chef.
Because you don't know what the fuck they're doing
Yeah, but
to your food.
Okay.
aside from food, you would totally be that petty
Oh, yeah.
and vindictive.
Okay, number one
Now,
rule.
you wouldn't cop out when they probably walked up to you.
Oh, fuck no. It's
Like-
I'm fucking...
We escalate.
Number one, if you send food back, you send it back, you get your money back, and you leave. You don't let them give you more food. That's number one rule.
Not
know
when
if
you're a
you-
Vanderbilt, apparently.
I don't know if you've ever done that.
I've never sent
what
food
I
back.
fuck-
I have.
what-
I have told the wait staff when food was bad. I've never had it sent back.
I
remember there was one time you weren't there with us. We were at the Village Inn.
The Village Inn is the only time I have
Oh.
ever had food sent back. And yeah, that was...
Did I didn't send the food back.
You got a replacement. You Simon Cowed that guy. Tell him that
That's
his
right.
fish-
I didn't ask for a replacement. They
You're
brought
like-
it.
You're like, this fish is so greasy it could power a British car.
No, I said, quote, it was prepared so British you could use it to run a car. I got fish and chips, and literally I was squeezing the grease pouring out like it was out of a bottle.
You got that from Village Inn?
Yes.
I gotta see
And
if
I
that
did not-
restaurant's- I gotta see if this restaurant's open, and if it is, we can go. It's actually a place that just does fish and chips.
Huh.
It's actually pretty good.
But
I
no,
love fish and chips.
I love fish and chips too.
But-
I don't like eating, 3 cups of grease
Yeah.
with my fish and chips, and I did not send it back. I did not even ask for a replacement. They brought it to me because apparently they felt so bad about my statement.
So there was one time it was.
I'm just
me and
saying,
my me and
I'm
my
not
family,
responsible for how other people react to what I
and
say.
It was one of my mom's friends, and we went somewhere to eat. I had already gotten my food. They were bringing out the dishes. My mom's friend didn't like how my mom's food looked and how her food looked. She sent them back and she's like, "Let me see yours." I'm like, "No, you're not." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "If it does," I'm like, "No, it's fine. You're not the one eating it. I am." And she's like, "Well," I'm like, "Well, no, thank you. I'm not having you send this shit back because if you do, I ain't eating shit." And the waiter was right there. He's like, "You don't fuck with your fucking wait staff, and you don't fuck with people who handle your food."
Yeah. But no. Again, it's not specifically about the food. It's just the level of pettiness. I just thought of you. And it's like, this sounds like something Jesus would do.
I think the only time is when we've DoorDashed it and they've just given us like the wrong thing. We've ordered like 2 cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
2 sodas, and fries, and they give us like
And I'd go to DoorDash and I'd say I want a refund.
and they give us like a bacon cheeseburger and a sundae.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
I've had it where.
But
like,
no,
they
I-
didn't give me the complete order. Like I took a photo of everything I had, put it on there. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
or it's not. We get DoorDash, the other one, where
Grubhub.
it's like they
Grubhub.
steal half our food.
Yeah, we had so much food that just conveniently never showed up from Grubhub.
Yeah, conveniently, and we're like, stop stealing our food. We're not using you ever again. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we'll give you a free meal. It's like, no.
Just give me back my money. And then there's Uber Eats.
Grubhub. That's the one that always took our food.
Yeah, Grubhub always stole our food.
We
See,
would
I
get
haven't
like.
So
had
hold
that-
on a
I
second.
haven't had that happen with Grubhub.
Hold on a second. Mr. Bishop, chiming in, I have walked out because of taking an order. I have asked to see a manager because of service 2 times.
I believe that for what my dad's saying, that was one time at Village Inn. Me, Dad, and Edie.
Just
he'll
walked
know-
out.
Yeah, we actually saw other people serve before us. I remember that, and I believe that was a Village Inn.
That happened to me and you one time at Sonic, I remember.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
like I've heard Reddit stories where,
Oh,
where like, it was she was meeting, her and her mom were meeting her partner and his mom there, and it took them forever for them to sit down. the waitress took forever to take their order. Never just for the drinks. Never brought it, and then when her partner and his mom showed up, the waitress did a 180, and then she heard, cause she had gone up to go use the bathroom, and she heard the waitress talking about why she did the 180. She then goes back to the table, and then she takes the bill, leaves a 0 tip, and literally quotes why she left a 0, didn't leave a tip of because of what the waitress said. Literally quoted what she said onto the fucking where the tip was at.
Damn. But
yeah, the Sonic. Me and you waited there.
When did we finally leave? When did we finally give up on that?
We were waiting. Me and Kristoff, we were waiting outside. We ordered just normal meals. We were sitting outside. People kept coming in. We went back like, hey, where's our order? Oh, we'll get that to you. Waited. People coming in.
Did you guys pay?
We did. And then it's like, hey, where's our food? We've been here almost an hour. The girl finally came up to us with our food. Sorry, our service went down. And I told her, oh, that's
Bullshit.
funny. It didn't go down for anybody else. That's convenient. Your service didn't go down for anybody else. And she's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, and I didn't want to be rude to her because, like, I know what the management did. They sent the new person out.
Yeah. No, I would have asked for, I want to talk to your man. I had the Sonic right down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it where they took, the dude kept my change, and I waited, knocked on the window.
It's like,
and the dude just stared at me, and I'm like,
my change.
Yeah, like,
and they send him, I want to talk to your manager. And they're like, well, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want to talk to your manager. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah. It's like,
and then
you are literally wrong.
I'm like, I didn't give your dude a tip. I'm waiting for my fucking change. I want my fucking change back. And at this point, I want a fucking refund.
Yeah, no, that's straight up trying to take your money. But anyway, guys.
But yeah, she came out. She said, sorry, our system went down. It's like, it didn't go down for anybody else. Sorry.
Yeah,
and
she was a sacrificial lamb. She was sent out because they knew that we would be pissed.
I'm like, give me your manager.
But anyway, so thank you all for tonight. 810, and we're only going to go up from there.
Yeah, the problem is,
we are so not getting monetized, though. But
I mean, that was years ago. I'm just like,
but for me, I work in retail. They'll usually have me come up, and I'm like, all right, what's up, man? And I have to deal with them. Like, okay, cool. So, and I'll deal with it. And he's like, they're blah blah blah, and I'm like, who helped you? And I'll turn around and they point out who. I'm like, oh, that person is legit just started yesterday, my dudes. I did her orientation yesterday.
See, they've never had me do that at Safeway because anybody at Safeway is like, we have a pissed off customer. You want to go deal with them? Nope, I'll walk. You go deal with them. You're the manager.
Yeah.
I'm just an apprentice. I don't know shit.
Well, no, for me, because since I usually was always the closer and shit, I would have to go because they would ask for security. I would have to go and de-escalate and or kick the person out.
Yeah, I'm just like,
But anyway, thank you all for watching tonight. Can't wait for next week when we try some more of those sauces because I'm convinced some of them are good. There's got to be some good ones in there.
My schedule's changing for next week, so I may not be here.
So,
actually, yeah, I definitely won't be here for next episode. I'll be closing that day.
This guy.
The store's closed on Thursday.
Yeah.
Out of everyone on the team, I'm the one that has the most experience.
Good night, Mom. Good night, Mr. Bishop.
Shutting down the store for the night, so...
Well, next week, because, the show's going to be... I might actually get a word in edgewise this next week. Next week, we're going to make everybody hate my stinking guts because we're going to be talking about the most controversial, divisive, and confusing holiday in America. Arguably the original holiday of America. We're going to be talking about Thanksgiving next week, folks. So get your torches and your pitchforks ready because we're going to make everybody hate me.
Fair.
And as always,
interrupt him as much as possible.
I'll do my best.
Keep checking the shadows.
You're
What?
Well, if you paid attention and did your job.
If I did.